Welcome.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another fine episode of Adulthood Pending, where your failures might not just be failures, you're just overthinking. I'm one of your hosts, Nick.
I'm Copper.
And I'm Zaga.
That was way.
Huh?
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you glitched out.
I thought you did too, man. You went full inflatable, like waving arms.
I don't have a lot of room in this little section here because I'm kind of like caged in. So, but I never get a chance. I always do the intro, so I never get a chance to just like, what do I do with my hands right now?
He's a
I'm usually
peacock
like,
captain.
You're
What's up,
glitching now.
guys?
He's a
So
peacock
glitching
captain. You
now.
gotta let him fly.
Just throw them all around. Let's do what we got to do.
Nice.
Yes, as Nick said, lovely episode where we're gonna exploit all of our fails, your fails, all that shit, so you don't feel alone. Because you know, being a millennial is all about sucking, and you know what? That's what we do. We suck a lot of times. Yes, yes,
A lot
Copper,
of times,
just give
yes.
a little wink.
Hey, $20 is $20.
Did you really jack up, or are you just overthinking? Ding.
Oh,
That's not what I thought he was gonna say.
What?
is that why you call yourself Jack? Hey.
Hey,
Hey, fuck you.
This week, guys, we actually have a great episode planned for you. We are discussing friendships. Well, I mean, the title we had here was for after 25, but we're all in our 30s. So this is the third friendships in your 30s. And friendships after 30. Are we still cool, bro? Like,
oh, 1000%. We're the creme de la creme.
We are the coolest of the coolest.
and that's one of the things that we're going to talk about is like the growing pains within being in your 30s and like having friends, because I'm pretty sure you guys are very similar to me. It's that, yes, I want to see people and I want to go hang out with them, but DoorDash is readily accessible and my shows are just right there, and you know, I can just holler at you in the group chat. Like, we'll talk about it. I'll Snapchat me, bro.
Well, I think it's that, but I think it's also like the plus side of like the technology that we have is that like we're able to do this with me like hour and a half, 2 hours away from you, and then both of us like hours and hours and hours and hours away from Nick. So it's cool because we get to do this, but then it's like going to see each other is not always the thing as we like to be. Fuck, if I had my way, homie, like I'd record most of these at your house. One, it would make it easier.
You have room right here.
In a hidden
There's
room.
room right here.
Yeah. What, in a room under the stairs? You're gonna fucking Harry Potter me?
No. You come back here. We're shackling you. The foundation.
Ellie's gonna fucking handcuff me and be like,
now you can't go on deployment. You will live in my basement. And
I'm gonna hit you in the abs with a fucking phone book. Tell me the secrets of North Korea.
It's like Misery. Modern day Misery.
Yes.
It's like, Ellie, honey, I got a report in. She's like, okay. She just starts pouring gasoline on the floor. It's just like, go ahead. Lights a wall of fire. Go ahead. You can leave.
Yeah. There's enough
whenever you want.
there's enough recordings of you online that I can make an AI generated voice bot of you.
Don't do that.
And then plug it into my mixer and then talk as you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't do that.
I'm gonna need that PDF file ASAP.
Fuck both of y'all.
Could you imagine
I've
us doing an
so
episode
many
of just we both have Copper's voice and we just the whole time?
I'm waiting for the day that I can figure out ways to upload all of our individual conversations to AI. It develops its own identity, like it replicates our identity with it, and we have an AI podcast. Because that would be so cool.
That's terrifying.
Okay, now hold on. Now, would the AI say the shit that it thinks we're gonna say, or would you have to write up a script?
I mean, it's AI. I mean, ChatGPT can make an entire podcast. You didn't see there was an AI-based podcast, and it was them discussing how they are an AI-based podcast.
No.
And that was their last episode, or the last episode they had, they talked about how they're just not going to exist anymore.
No.
It's a whole thing.
Huh.
But just leads me to my first point, because we're leading into our, if we were just talking about this before the episode started, how we were chatting with ChatGPT as if it was our friend.
Oh,
Because it
yeah.
learns how we talk and it responds that way. So essentially,
It's so weird.
we're in group chats with ChatGPT, guys.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's the new chat room, like the old AOL style.
Right.
Remember those MSN
Well, I mean, there
chat
was that. Snapchat did the whole like Snapchat AI thing.
Apparently,
Where
it's
you can
still
just have
there.
full blown conversations with it. No. I said it has, not had. I said has.
Okay.
You could do that now.
I
That's what he just
does no
said.
one
He said
listen when I talk.
it
Does
sounded
no
like
one
I'm
listen
saying-
when I talk?
it sounded
No,
like
I'm
there was a
saying,
D on the end, not an S.
I'm saying like I'm talking to Chat GPT right now.
Right. No, I'm not saying like, oh my God, they're the first ones to do it. I'm just saying you're seeing it happen in a bunch of different places.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's all off of Chat GPT, OpenAI.
Is it?
Yeah, it's all based off of OpenAI.
Oh.
I did not know that.
Because they don't hold patents. Like they kind of leave it to open. So when you go into ChatGPT, you can explore other GPTs, and it's just other
Mhm.
variations that people program ChatGPT to respond as.
Hmm.
So like I found one for my D&D campaign. This is
Mhm.
how we keep friendships alive in our 30s.
Mhm.
For my D&D campaign, and me not understanding any of the lingo, I found a GPT for the Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition
Hmm.
to help me create my character.
Hmm.
It's pretty great.
Nice.
Yeah, one of these days I'll stream what we do, how like this shit on our Twitch account.
Hmm.
Hey, we have a Twitch account.
Cool.
Are you just collectively adding to what the fuck we have, and none of us know what we have?
Does that surprise you?
No, it
Yeah,
doesn't surprise me
there's
anymore.
so much.
But
I mean, I just I don't have
Homie, it would not surprise me, right? It would not surprise me if, like, all of a sudden he just throws up like a photo of him in Times Square and adulthood pending with all our faces on it is like on a billboard in Times Square. So you'd be like, "Hey guys, I did a thing." I'm gonna be like, "Holy sh! Okay,
definitely
well, that
something.
happened."
Wait till I go to a Yankee game and I'm on fucking TV. I'm just gonna rip my jersey open. Adult pending. So
Like
Going
and
into our first segment.
subscribe.
going into our first segment here, the importance of group chats. I feel like group chats is truly how I stay connected with all my friends at once. You guys included, right? Like I barely text you guys individually.
yeah,
Whether
no,
it's Adrian, Nick,
Yeah, and how you also make it impossible for me to do certain things all the time because there's coming up on my phone every 5 damn
well,
minutes.
you see, that's where you screwed up, Copper. That's precisely where you screwed up, because I'm not ashamed to admit that in any group chat that I'm put in, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, text message, the moment you put me in a group chat, I mute all notifications.
Mm-hmm.
I mute them all. I do not care. If that hurts your feelings, I'm sorry, but I get overstimulated so fast here, just because, especially when they're going off, like in our group chat, for example,
Oh,
like you
God.
said, it just and it can go for a while.
Well, I mean, also when Nick and I start going,
Yes. Yes.
it's just an endless meme train.
Homie, when I'm driving, right? When I'm driving and I'm using the GPS and I can't see what prompt it's giving me because the group chat is just zip down, zip down. I'm like, what turn do I take, fuckhead? And I can't read it because of y'all.
Yeah, that happens.
I
Sorry,
literally
no,
get
sorry.
lost in the group chat.
But I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I have for some friendships that are just solely based on TikTok. Like all we do is just send TikToks to each other. I communicate how I'm feeling and how my day is by sending videos.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I know. I'm part of that group too.
Yeah, Nick is part of that thread. Like, you know, when you guys click the TikTok and the share button and there's a bunch of recents, you click I click the same 3 or 4 people every time.
I appreciate
Cole,
the thought,
Justin,
but Jesus fucking
and
Christ.
Well, my thing is because I've kind of stepped away from TikTok and all that. Every now and again, I'll go back just to make sure that like nothing stupid is going on. And there's like all these messages from people, and it's like, oh God. And none of them are actually messages. There's like maybe 1 or 2, hey man, haven't seen you in a while. How are you? And then the majority of them are just like shared a video, shared a video, shared a video, shared a video.
Yeah, and like you think about that too. Like we have a Discord for the show. By the way, if you guys aren't following the Discord, go to Discord and follow us and join the Discord because we have lots of fun conversations in there. But same thing with that. You have these, chat rooms essentially all over the place for content creators, for podcasts, for movies, video games, even in fucking lives on, for like Copper here. I've had conversations with people in his lives.
Yes, you have. That is a thing you did. That is a thing you have done.
It's all variations of group chats. Yeah, every time I
encourage them.
Every time I pop into Copper's live streams, I just post inappropriate things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll make an accusation that I'm pregnant because of him, or you got me pregnant, and then people are like, "Wait, what? Huh?"
Hold on. No. The worst is when you said that once. You were like, what is it? Like you got me pregnant, whatever, and people were just saying weird shit. And then there was this one girl who I just see, Zaga, lucky. I'm like, oh my God.
You're living my dream.
Yeah, like stop, dude. My goodness gracious.
Yeah,
Lord,
I anytime I get a notification that he's on, I come in, cause a little chaos. He acknowledges
and then leave.
me, then he remembers to shout out the show, and then he goes off again.
Yeah.
So would you guys collectively agree that if you love certain people, like your friends, especially ones that are spaced out, the true act of love and a friendship, a true bond of a friendship, if you will, is in a group setting? If you do not get put in a group chat, group whatever with group chat, not group fun, Copper, a group chat.
What? The fuck's a group fund?
There we go.
I hate you. I love you to death, homie, but I fucking hate you sometimes.
It's okay. I love me enough for the both of us, so it's fine. Anywho,
there's enough ego between Nick and I that many people can hate us.
Now I know why you got such big headphones, homie. You need them to fit your massive head.
Do you understand? Like, if I went brain dead just by chance, if I was actually, no, that's too drastic. Let's just tone it down a bit.
That's too Jurassic.
Jurassic.
What, you got into a car crash by hitting the freaking Ceratops,
you
dude?
Say Jurassic here.
You said Jurassic, homie.
Jurassic, my bad. Jurassic.
Jurassic? Is that
Jurassic.
what Jurassic Park is?
I'm sorry. When instead of me being in bad situation, me be in better situation. Is that a little bit better? Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Zaga, is this what it's like when y'all broke me?
Yes.
Okay. Like, I wasn't mad at you before. Now I'm really not mad because this is fun.
See, it's like this is when we start tag teaming, it makes it so much better.
Poke the bar.
But
yeah, I have soundboards. I have sounds for each of you.
As Zaga was saying, there's enough ego that floats between he and I. So, like, if I was just having a bad day, or vice versa, if Zaga was having a bad day, one of us is going to pull on that Jurassic part of the ego and carry it out, because where you think there's one, there's two.
Some would call that multiple identity disorder, but main character syndrome.
Wait a minute. Are you my Tyler Durden?
Who the fuck is Tyler Durden?
Zaga. Hold on. Nick, don't say shit. Say shit.
I'll let you handle that one. I'm gonna let you handle that one. Get your boy.
I'm working on honey.
Sorry.
Honey. Hold on. Shit.
Oh yeah.
Zaga.
Yeah, that's the Fight Club.
I'm going.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
He fucking Googled it.
I did.
I tried to get him.
You're a fucking monster is what you are, Zaga.
Yeah.
His name was Robert Paulson.
His name was Robert Paulson.
I've only seen that. I haven't watched that in probably 10 years. I've maybe only watched it maybe 4 times.
I haven't seen shit since I was a child. I can still quote shit.
Yes, because you have severe ADHD.
You know what? That's fair.
We all have it.
I'm just medicated, unprescribed. That's the only difference.
People going out here buying movies and paying extra to have them download in HD, and I got 80 of them sons of bitches.
Well, anywho, I think we can collectively agree that when you're put into a group chat with your friends, that is the biggest form of love that you have with your friends or people that you at least
Yes.
care about.
It's acceptance is what it
Yes.
is.
It's yes,
You know
it's
the biggest act of betrayal? Knowing there's a group chat that you're not in.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Bo, Doc, Vilky.
Who?
Some of my military friends who have a group chat I'm not involved in.
Oh. I thought it
oh,
was talking to us.
I thought it was too. I was like,
Which one's Bo?
I was going to ask you, what group chat is he talking about that I'm also not in?
Are you Bo? Am I Bo? Like,
I said, no, Bo, no. Oh, I thought you said go.
you said go,
said,
Bo,
Bo,
go.
See how they
those
sound
two
kind of similar?
Oh, wait a minute. I think that you might be my Tyler Durden because yeah.
okay, here we go. All right. Moving on to our next form of friendships. Like, obviously, being in a group chat is like a truly accepted thing. When you're invited or a group chat is created, or you see that name you were added to, it's one of two emotions that you have. It's either fuck yes, oh, this is dope, I get to chat with everybody, I'm part of the group, or fuck. Why did they add me to this shit? And I say this because I'm part of my family group chat now because I'm the elder. I'm the oldest of all my cousins, right? So for me, I'm now included in a lot of the adult things like they talk about, like when stuff going on with my grandmother or anything going on with the family and like the family drama. And they don't understand that I don't care enough about it because I keep posting memes and just one-word responses and shit like that. But then there's good group chats. Like my D&D group chat was actually really funny. Our adulthood pending one is just
sheer gold.
Fucking unhinged.
It's just meme. It's just meme after meme after meme, gif after gif.
Hold on. I just want to, I have to, and I'm going to stroke your ego here a minute, Zaga. This is directed directly towards you. I have to give quite a bit of praise here because not many people understand that being in our age, in our 30s and stuff like that, that if you're able to converse with another adult through memes and understand exactly without any actual words typed, there's a certain level of intellectual power that no one can really harness. It's so far and it's not a lot of people understand. Not a lot of people respect it.
Some people study Spanish. Some people study Italian. I feel like as a civilization, we study meme or
Memeese.
Right?
Oh, actually, I'm curious. Would it be Memeese? Memish? Memish?
I like that. Memish.
Actually, no, that kind of calls back even further millennial. That calls back to
but
I was gonna say, isn't what the Sims speak like, isn't it called Simish?
Something like that, yeah.
It's called Simish, I think.
Whatever the case is, people should learn how to communicate with that because especially for those who have the the spicy brain, sometimes putting into words how you feel is a little hard. So you just respond with a Homer Simpson hiding in a bush. Right.
So
maybe you feel confident, but you're not Megan the Stallion confident today. You're Tina confident. So you send the Tina gif of her twerking. There's just many variations.
Real quick, I just looked up. It's Simlish.
Simlish. So, honestly, since we're on the topic of memes and gifs, and that's usually how a majority of us communicate, because I feel like that's how society is now. That's how we communicate. And like you said, with the spicy brain, how many of us have so much memory, or not memory, but have the majority of your photo album is memes? Because I have folders.
I don't save them.
Oh, I
have
do.
memes. Okay, hold on. I don't always save them, but I have memes that I have created. There are a few things in life, right? There are a few things in life that are as satisfying as when you put a meme into the group chat that you created and everyone not only understands, but laughs.
Coppers 216.
Jesus.
So do you have any memes that are just you though? Just out of curiosity. Just
I don't think so.
Okay,
No, I know. Actually, no,
him.
I'm wrong.
You have to
I'm
meme him.
wrong. No, hold on. I'm wrong. There is a GIF that I have of me that it was from one of like my old TikToks that I was just like, fascinating. And every now and again, someone will be like, hey, so I did this and this and this thing, and like no one understands what they said, and I just posted. It's just me going, fascinating.
Okay, so can I like make the GIF from your Star Wars thirst trap one just out of curiosity?
First off, for real. Hold on. First off, don't ask my permission like you actually going to do it, whether or not you have my permission.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck your consent. Anywho, so Zaga, I need to get on this train of all of his pictures and videos, and we're gonna make GIFs. And I'm talking about like I'm unhinged, barbaric. If I can't get my hands on this man's hand,
hold on. You're thinking too small-minded.
Okay,
I fucking hate both of you. I fucking hate both of you.
I pay for
I love you both. I love you both. But I fucking hate you both right now.
Pay for ChatGPT. And because I decided to pay for this, I have access to a beautiful creation called Sora AI. Now, what Sora AI can do is make hyper-realistic photo and video.
Zaga.
So we're just going to
hold on. Let him cook. Let him cook.
Can I finish?
Hold on.
What? Let him cook me?
Yes. You wait.
I have creative power here. I'll just mute you for the moment.
Fuck you.
Fully capable of doing such, and I don't want to.
I know you are. Don't make me do this, Donna, because I will.
Because the more that you fight it, the more I want to do it. If you just lean to the skid, it's not as fun for me to torture you.
You just gave me the friendship version of the more you struggle, though.
The more, literally, you're going to be like 4,000 miles away from us. I'm not going to have to deal with the repercussions of this for approximately 365 days. I'm willing to bet on myself on this.
You know what? There are going to be times where I'm going to have access to the Wi-Fi's. Okay. I'm going to have access to the Wi-Fi's.
And it's up to us as your business partners to keep
friends.
You going. And how do we keep you going and keep your fan base going? They need to see the goods. Nick and I have dad bods. We're not capable of this. We enjoy carbs. So
Copper, I think as you scratch your head, I think the words and phrase you're looking for is thank y'all.
Right.
Don't be
y'all. I don't want to thank you. I want to thank y'all. And it's just selfish. I'm taking time out of my daily activities
from his job.
You know what? Hold on. No. This is every manipulative, toxic relationship I ever been in. I've been in a few of them, so don't you start that shit with me.
Well,
holy shit, that got dark really fucking quick.
Well,
why is he so mad?
He lost mic privileges for right now. He's done.
Yeah.
We're in timeout. He's in timeout. Now, as I was actually saying, what we're going to do is get Sora AI. He thinks he can unmute himself again. Now, with Sora AI, what we're going to be able to do is take videos of Copper, old videos, new videos, whatever we want to do. And we're going to actually just take and make him a hand model. Like, do you remember in Zoolander, the dad was a hand model?
It wasn't the dad. It wasn't the dad.
I thought it was the guy from X-Files.
No, it was the guy that was in the cemetery. That wasn't Scully.
But we're gonna make Copper the true hand model that he deserves to be while he's gone. So, but when he comes back, he's gonna have brand deals waiting for him.
Yeah.
Now, granted, will his shirt be off with his hands? Of course. And guys, you can get it here specifically at adulthoodpending.com. I promise you. We're going to have a whole website for it. You'll get a special reserve link. Everything will be ready for you. Copper keeps trying to unmute himself, and he doesn't realize that I'm faster than him.
And guess what, guys?
Now just lower his volume. Now he's done. So,
and guess what, guys? The way that you guys can get this product and stuff like that is very simple. It's not going to cost you any money. We're going to make it very, very so simple for you. With a simple follow and like and subscribe to our YouTube, you guys can get complete access to this and the promo code
to the Google Drive.
Yeah, and there's going to be a promo code. You want to know what the promo code is going to be, Zaga? I've already got the promo code in my head. Copper's Cornhole.
And this summer, guys,
you're pushing it.
This summer, spend your summers having fun with Copper's Cornhole, guys. It is fun for the whole family.
You talk about this and fuck you. No, you talked about this. You made a joke about this. It was funny for about all of a half millisecond. No, I swear to fuck.
Do you understand? Like
hold on. No, I was
okay, guys. If you actually want, forget Copper's Cornhole. I got one better because I have more time on my hands than he does. If you guys want a full unedited cut of Twilight, Copper's voice playing Edward Cullen, I will make it. And if you really want to do it one up it, Nick and I will voice the entire movie. We'll just make it up as we go along.
Emulate me that closely. You forget, motherfucker. I'm the voice actor. With enough hard work, I can emulate the both of y'all. Y'all can't emulate me.
Exactly. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
You underestimate our power.
It just bothers you. Like, here's the thing. It bothers you. It doesn't bother me. Well, you know what you're gonna do to me? You're gonna help me and give me. I'm a fucking Leo, bitch.
I love attention.
There's nothing that can stop me from loving the spotlight. I have 2 spotlights in my office for myself.
So this kind of, oddly enough, this argument that just kind of, this little tiff that just came up, kind of actually segues into our next segment, and that's because Zaga and I are not going to flake out on these plans, and that's what our next segment is all about. Is about flaking.
Oh boy!
Thank you for keeping us on track here, Nick.
Hey, sometimes today I feel very adulty.
Yes, right.
You know what, Nick? You did keep us on track, and since you're so concerned about getting my hands,
are you gonna put them around me? I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna tell you, good boy.
Oh,
I'm proud of you.
I'm so erect.
Jesus Christ.
There were people who would pay for me to say that shit. And I'm not. No, that's the match.
Yeah, a little scarred here. On to flaking. Now, obviously you guys have adult friends and you have adult friends, you have single friends, whatever, however you want to mix and match it, married friends, all that kind of different shit.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you find yourself flaking on plans more with?
Coworkers.
Is it like the married couples, the single people, the ones with kids? Like, of all the people, who do you, and I'll start us off, single people out there. Stop hitting me up to go to a bar. Stop hitting me up to hang out like that. Like, I don't drink. What are we want to go to a concert and get fucked up and watch you hit on chicks? That's not a great time for me. That concert's loud. It goes till late at night. And you know what? Amazon been streaming that shit on live streaming. That's good seats. That's $2,000 seats. I'm paying $20 lawn seats. You know what I'm saying? So I will flake specifically, mainly on the single people most of the time. Because married couples, I've learned, have a bedtime. 7 o'clock, we leave our married friends' houses all the time. Never past 7. We are home in bed by 8:30.
What about you, Copper? What are the type of friends that you flake on?
I don't really get invited to too many things. Ergo, there's not too many. You want my honest thing. I mean, a lot of times it's not so much that I flake. It's more that I'll just be like, hey, I straight can't go. I can't really think of the last time that I was like, yeah, I'll go. And then last minute I didn't. A lot of times it's like, hey, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. And then at least 48 hours prior, I'm either like, yeah, or I'm like, turns out I can't. Sorry. But I never said in the beginning, hell yeah, I'm going. It's like, I will try. I got all this shit going on, but
Copper's not a cement plan person. It's kind of like,
do you want me to lie to you? Do you want me to lie to you?
Get there tomorrow, somewhere between.
Do you want me to lie to you?
No. Like, when you have to wait for the cable company to come check out your cable lines or whatever, and they're like between the hours of 12 and 7, tomorrow morning.
Do you want me to lie to you?
No, but
Exactly.
Guessing.
So when I
Guess-
tell you that I don't know and that I'm working on it, and I will let you know, I don't know what I'm working on, and I will tell you as soon as I know.
I'm so I need to get a sad button. I have too many happy buttons, clearly, because we need one with like a fucking violin playing. Yes, something like that. That's not copyright infringement.
No shit.
That's not copyright infringement. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
It's a
then I'm
copyright
adding that.
fee.
Adding that right to the buttons because we have too many moments where we kind of sit here just going, "That's sad."
Mhm.
Yeah, because you said I don't get invited places, dude. I'm so glad I didn't get any water in my
You
mouth.
should just do the whole. Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
You look around and you have to tell people that you're fine and you're not fine and you can't really get into it. And
Yes. And what about you, Nick? Who do you find yourself flaking on more?
Quick, Nick, be less depressing.
Oh, it's not depressing. It's gonna reflect on who the fuck I am, though. I'll tell you that much. As I've gotten older, I'm not gonna lie. I don't care if you're single, in a relationship, situationship, down goes the Titanic ship. I flake on fucking everybody the moment I get overstimulated. It's just what happens because the fact of first thing, when you invite me somewhere, first thing I'm doing is what we've all done. I look up where the venue is. I look up where the parking is. I look up what the rating of the place is. Is there a cover?
Recon and info gathering, dude.
Yeah, well, this is all statistics. Like I have to look into all this, and then here's the icing on the cake. Even if all those have checked the green checklist, the day of said event, I'm sitting there. I'm already dressed. I have to have a couple drinks at my house because I need to unwind. Next thing you know, I've already overthought and I've overwhelmed my own self. And guess what? Hello, Netflix.
Right.
And then I ignore all messages.
So hold on, because I'm curious. Now, when you say like overthought, overstimulated, is it the thought of being in public? Is it the fact that you haven't seen these people in a little while? Like, well, what is the thing that gets you in that like, nah?
Oh no, the overthought is I do think I look too much into myself and the situation. I think of fuck, I'm gonna go there, and then I instantly tell myself you're not gonna have that great of a time. Which all of this is all self-sabotage, mind you.
That's why I'm asking, because there are times I do the same shit. I push through it, but like I'm either proven right or I'm proven wrong. And a lot of times I'm proven wrong, but no matter how many times you get proven wrong, you're like, nope, this one's gonna be the fucked up one. This one's gonna be the fucked up one.
For me, I also have to know like who else is gonna be there?
Yeah.
Like what level of like like if it's somebody that I don't like how much am I going to tolerate today? And if it comes to the point where like I'm not gonna tolerate anything and I'm gonna just be violent, I'm just not gonna go.
Can I be myself? Do I have to be the reserved thing of myself? Do I have to bear in mind not to talk about this thing and this thing because this person's going to be there? Do they even know about this thing? What intel do I have to fucking gather and recon do I have to do to go to the fucking bar?
See, I shoot myself in the foot because like how Zaga said, I have to know who's going to be there. And the thing is, if I don't like the said person or people, or at least like a certain amount, I can sometimes tolerate going. But the thing is, the moment I start drinking and Nick starts stoking up, I will say some shit that's been either in the back of my head or just like I'm just clearing out the fucking air. And it can go for a good night, a bad night, or it's just not it's a bad time, Bob.
I get you.
It's a bad time, Bob. Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, it's like I spend so much time at my job. Like I want to be home. I don't want to leave here. That's another thing too. It's like FaceTime chats in a Discord. Like remember the days when we used to have LAN parties and you bring your Xbox to your friend's house. You connect or whatever. Like you never had that, Nick?
No, hold on. I got one better for you. When you went to the house and you all brought like your Switch or your Wiimotes or this and that, and you all had like the one or two like Wiis or Switches that you played on?
I never did that. I was like the OG crew of this, where you brought the Xbox 360 and you connected.
Oh no! I know that shit came before. I'm just thinking that just made me think of
Yeah, no, I never did that. But yeah, like
Okay.
you need to think about that. The idea of going to my friend's house to play video games infuriates me
Why?
because I'd rather just play it on. Because we're also in a day and age where back then technology was pretty based around the board. Everybody had the
Fair
same shit.
point. Yeah.
Nowadays, if I go to a friend's house and they have a PS4, I want to play PS5. I have one, right?
Right.
It's bougie of me, but
I
like
get what you
we could play the same game. Yes, that's fine. We can play online together, but I want to play it on my system, right? Like I want to be
Hold
in my gaming chair. I want to be on my
Yeah.
screen. I want to.
But okay, so hold on.
The
So
exception of Mario Kart. It's the only one that I want to play.
I was just gonna say OG test when you would do sleepovers at your friend's house and you had to play split screen with like Medal of Honor Rising Sun or like GoldenEye or
SOCOM 2, dog.
Super Smash Bros, dude, on like when like on the GameCube and like it was
Oh,
all
yeah.
Raw
for real.
versus SmackDown.
Oh my
2008.
god. Nice.
Greatest wrestling game of all time.
Dude.
Yeah.
Like you know what? I will tell you right now. Some of my buddies who I seen in high school and I ain't seen in a while. I hope they're doing good. But if they called me and were like, hey bro, heard you're deploying soon. I moved back and I pulled out my own GameCube. You want to do a Super Smash Bros. Night? I'd be like, fuck yeah. And I'd show up so quick.
Clear my whole schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I actually have a bunch of retro gaming devices. I actually have a 360 or an N64 right back there, if you can see it.
Yep.
Yep, with GoldenEye in there, and I've set it up. Yeah, as nostalgic as it felt to like get the game going, see the load up screen. Playing that game was absolutely infuriating.
Was it?
Because it's not like realize they took into account today how your fingers should move and how it can be natural.
Oh, you're right.
Like playing Halo 2 versus Halo 4. Again, not as pretty.
Oh,
like,
dude, like even
too. like right,
N64, did you ever play Jet Force Gemini?
Fuck yeah. Wait, wasn't that with the
Okay.
Fox? No, that was Star Fox. Never mind.
No, that was Star Fox. Jet Force
Yeah, no, not
Gemini.
Jet Force.
Jet Force Gemini, it was weird because it was like the aiming was so weird because now we have two joysticks, one to look around with and, one to move with. And then you had like this really weird amalgamation of buttons where you had to stop and then aim. And like you could sometimes do it when you were moving, but the cursor moved, but the screen didn't always do. It was weird. And then we go back and we're like, oh, this game's so sick. And then you pick up an N64 controller and you're like, what the fuck do I?
But I want to go back to talking about the split screen thing here, right? Because it leads directly into our next segment. Because when I played split screen with my friends, I didn't trust them to not screen peek.
No.
We had to have cardboard attached to the TV to make sure that nobody peeked. And I like to bring in our next segment about it being in our 30s and setting boundaries in our friendships, right?
That was probably one of the most intellectual segues I've ever seen you make.
Wait, say that again?
That was probably one of the most intellectual and insightful segues I've ever heard you make on any show.
Yeah. Yes, it was perfect.
Done. Well done.
But moving to our next segment here. So keeping friendship boundaries, right? Like, I mean, back in the day, we were talking about this before we started recording. You would just show up to your friend's house unannounced, didn't call, knock on the door, and then try to coerce them to go out with you. Now, obviously, if you were outside of their door, they probably went out with you. Or if you were like some friends that I know Nick mentioned it earlier, but I've had friends like this too. I just walk into the house.
Yeah.
Right. You're friends with the mom, like, hey, Miss Smith, how are you? He's upstairs in his room. All right. Yeah. Imagine if somebody did that now to you.
Yeah, that'd be concerning.
I shoot first and ask questions later.
Right? I'm meeting you with violence. Don't show up at my house. The fuck you doing? You text me.
Sorry. No, that's 1000% because like how you were just talking about boundaries. And I'm sure both of you can contest to this. The fact that if you show up to my house unannounced and you knock on the door and ring the doorbell, I'm this petty. And this is how much I respect my boundaries. I will look at you through my window or talk to you through my camera until you leave. Because
hold on. Either that or all you're going to hear is this. Did you not
there's
hear
also that? No, I heard it.
Oh, no, we heard that.
We heard it. But no, my thing is do not show up to my house unannounced. I fucking hate that. I used to have a friend that we're no longer friends. He at the age that we're at, he would just walk in my house and like I'm just making a cup of coffee. I'm not awake yet. I was like, dude, you have to at least let me know when you're coming over. One, what if I'm walking around my own house naked?
Mhm.
He and I are no longer friends, and which is
He
fine.
showed up naked. He showed up when you were naked, didn't he?
Well, no, there were some disrespectful things that happened.
Oh.
That's a tale for another day.
You were walking around naked and he grabbed it.
And he said honka honka.
Accuse.
But no, like as an adult now, it was cool when we were kids or like in our younger 20s, give or take. Yeah, you show up to someone's house, be fine. I'm in my 30s now. I'll be 35 this year. You show up to my house unannounced. I will look at you through my camera doorbell on my couch while I'm watching my show. And I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to wait till you fucking leave. You can know that I'm there. And if you see me walk through my kitchen, I'm going to give you the go, hey, and I'm not still not going to let you in.
Bro, if I don't want human interaction, like my door dasher, I put in instructions to leave at the door. I watch them in my Ring camera, and until they get back in their car and drive off, then I go get my food. I want that little human interaction sometimes.
I talk to my DoorDasher. That's my human interaction, like fairly often.
Nope. I don't even acknowledge them. I even fucking ridicule them. I'm like, oh, they went to my fucking front door. I even put in the notes, go to the side door, fucking morons. I get so angry about it.
There was one time I did the same thing and I looked at the camera. As soon as they dropped it off and they're walking away, I pushed the button. Thank you.
Well, I mean, I think a big part of that is because, like, especially when as you get older, because when you're kids, it's like you don't own your space. You know, like it's your parents' house or their parents' house.
No boundary. Like there's no boundaries.
There's no boundaries because it's like, in all honesty, it's like, you know, your friendships are, I don't want to say out of convenience, but your friendships are not that hard to maintain because you're probably going to see each other at school on Monday. You're going to see each other at work after you get out of school and this and this and that. So it's like, and like your parents know who each other, but everyone's kind of been like vetted. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And like, think about this too, right? Like talking about boundaries. And I love you said that you're going to see that person at school and then you want to hang out with them after school as well. And it's like nowadays, imagine hanging out with your coworkers. And I love a lot of my coworkers. I don't want to see you after work. I want to see other people.
Right. It's
like,
you're doing it.
That's wild.
Because when you're a kid, it's like, what do you really, I mean, how do I word this? When you're a kid and you're at school, like some of the things you can do with your friends, you can kind of do at school, but like playtime is after school. And you still have all that energy. You haven't really been able to get your energy out during the day, except maybe at recess. And then as you get into middle school and high school, that's not a thing. But the fun times and the energy and all that can get out after school. By the time that you're an adult, your energy is spent at work. So now when you get home, you don't want to go do fun shit. You want to actually relax from shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And that leads me to my boundaries thing too. It's like, we just talked about earlier about having friends that we don't talk to, like, you know, once every, 36 months, sometimes a year, you don't talk to a person and you're still just friends with them. Doesn't matter. Doesn't affect the friendship. But there's a boundary that needs to be placed, right? Like if I haven't talked to you in like minimum 3 months, I don't need a trauma dump of all like the shit going on with you.
My God.
Like I know a lot of people who do that. And it's like, there's people I talk to every day. I know some of their drama because I don't need to know. That's your shit. Everybody has their own shit. But then there's some people that like Ellie has it all the time. Like she'll have a friend that hasn't talked to her in like 2-3 months. And all of a sudden next thing you know, so, oh my God. And then it's like a fucking like 6 pages worth of shit. And you're just like, she'll be sitting there like, what the fuck? I haven't talked to her in 5 years.
You think maybe there's a reason we haven't talked in so long?
Right. Like,
yeah.
Do you guys like what are some boundaries you have set with some of like obviously this group of friends here? There's no boundaries whatsoever.
No.
But when it comes to like our real world friends, like what are some boundaries you guys have?
I think for me, one of my biggest boundaries is like, depending on how long we've talked, like it's one of those things where like, you know what? Perfect example. When I moved back, to the East Coast. Cause like I left a lot and stuff like that. I was gone for like 2 months at a time, 3 months at a time, so on and so forth. But like here was always like the springboard. It was the bouncing port. It was the port that I sailed from. And then when I moved to Washington for 2.5 years, and then I came back here, dude, a lot of shit happened in them 2.5 years. And I'd come back and people would kind of like treat me the way I was before I left. And part of my language, there were times where it's like, hey, motherfucker, not for nothing, but shit's fucking changed. Like, I'm not, and it wasn't a matter of like, I'm better than this. It's like, dude, you don't know me the way you think you do. Or they'll be like, nah, man, I know you. You'll be like, really? I ain't heard from you in 2-some years. I ain't heard from you in 6 freaking months. And there's a whole bunch of shit that happened that you have no idea about. So this whole like, yeah, man, I know you. It's like, no, the fuck you don't. So I think for me, a lot of it is the whole, like, it goes into your trauma dump thing. I'm not into the whole thing of like, let's get each other caught up on everything. But like, whenever I haven't talked to someone in a long time, I have no idea what's happened to you in all that time. So I'm just going to treat you like a person, understanding that there's a whole shit ton of stuff in your life that I have no idea about. I'm going to give you the respect of almost kind of relearning all over again. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not going to assume that you don't know this or don't know that. I'm going to be like, dude, there's a whole bunch of shit I wasn't here for. Like, fill me in if you want to. I'm listening. Nah, motherfucker, I know you. And, no.
Yeah, you see, this is why I call you Captain America, because you know what? For me, it's like I usually just go, "How's everything been?" And they're like, "Oh, it's been rough." Shit, I'm so sorry to hear that, man.
Same.
And that's it. I don't talk any further. The conversation's now awkward and over, and I move away from that. You're the kind of person like, "Oh, Bubba, what happened? Tell me, if you want to tell me what happened, hold on,
don't get it twisted.
I'm sorry that you had all these terrible things happen in your life, and I need if you just got down on your knees with me, pray, and we can
shut the fuck up. All right, let's be clear. I don't tell people, hey, tell me your whole fucking story. But for me, they'll be like, hey, the divorce happened, a divorce happened or this and that. And I'll be like, dude, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That sucks. And I'm not like, tell me more about it. I'm just like, dude, that sucks. I'm sorry. But like, that's what I'm getting at is I don't do like, oh yeah, it's not like anything has changed. It's like, dude, there's a whole bunch of shit that could have changed and has probably changed.
For the most part, I just tell people, yep, nope, same shit. Been doing the same thing. Nothing's happened. I don't even tell them about the podcast. I'm just like, yep, nope. They're like, so are you podcasting? Yeah, kind of, sort of, possibly. Like if I don't want, like, especially too, if it's somebody that I really just don't care if they know anything about me. Sometimes I'll make lies up. Again, main character syndrome. I just try to have fun because, like, listen. We're in our 30s, guys, and sometimes the day-to-day mundane just gets boring. And I meet a lot of people in the industry that I'm in, right? So sometimes I just make up stories. Just make up crazy, outlandish stories. So I went on the safari 6 years ago, and there was a lion, a couple of hyenas. They were into it. We were watching from the car. One of the spare lions, I don't know what happened, broke away from the hyenas, considered us a threat, attacked me, and then I show my scars, and then they believe, and it just sounds so much more fun. Like
one day, I shot a lion in my pajamas. Now, why there was a lion in my pajamas, I'll never know, but.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I get lost in the online. Like, did I actually do that? Did I?
Jesus.
So there's sometimes two customers will come back and they'll be like, "Oh, hey, how's the injury healing?" I'm like, "Which injury?
What injury?"
Oh, your tiger attacked. You told me the zookeeper got into an argument with the zookeeper. Oh yeah, no, the lawsuit's still ongoing. I'm not at liberty to discuss it per my lawyer.
How many like alternate versions of you are there that you got to like keep track of to make sure that you're like?
Have you seen the recent episode, the recent season of Loki?
No.
Infinite.
Okay.
There's an infinite variations of me.
How many versions of you are there?
The
yes.
Huh?
It's like, how many versions of you are there? Yes.
Yes. I'm not. Listen, I'm playing D&D because now I can let one of my other alter egos out into the world. Like, listen, I've made up so many stories to my nieces, my best friend's kids, right? I have told them all. They don't know. They knew nothing about me. I just randomly showed up to their house one day because me and him worked together and he invited me over.
Mm.
And all of a sudden, there's this brown man and he's just hanging out. So they asked me about me at one point in time. I have given them a variation and mixture of The Little Mermaid, Nemo, Tarzan, and The Jungle Book. And also a little bit of The Fox and Hound. My best friend was shot in the face.
Oh, so you're just
You
building.
don't remember that fucking movie? That's how it ended.
Yeah,
They killed the fucking fox.
They what?
They killed the fucking fox.
No, they did not.
I'm pretty sure they did. It's
In
Disney.
the movie or the book?
Both.
In the movie, no. In the
Maybe it was
movie,
Bambi.
Todd steps in. No,
It's
in Bambi.
It's Bambi. That's what it was. Bambi.
Yeah, no, he lives. The mom gets shot in the beginning.
Mommy.
Well,
Bambi doesn't die.
Yeah, no, the Bambi mom. I definitely infused a lot of it.
Oh, my Lord.
Between barracudas. I was raised by a monkey, or by an ape. Sorry, they don't like to be called monkeys, apes.
Oh my
Gorillas. They don't have tails.
Lord. Oh my Lord.
But yeah, no, I made up the whole thing because they're like, "Why do you have tribal tattoos?" And I'm like, "Well, I grew up in the jungle."
Mm.
They're like, "Wait, what?" And then I just,
So you're just building this uncle lore.
yep. And the funny thing is like their mother, because they're not, they're not together. My best friend and the mother, she has no idea about me. So literally, she has no clue who I am as a human being or an individual. So she just probably has this painted picture of this crazed man at her baby daddy's house.
This Filipino Tarzan who's now hanging around her daughters.
Yes. And the other day, I showed up to the house with a Hail Satan hoodie. And I'm sure, like, she goes to Catholic or Christian school, or Catholic school. So I'm sure. My dad's
our uncle's edgy as fuck.
It's literal just mystery. They have no idea anything about me. It's similar to what Nick does for work. They just have no clue about me. They know I sell cars, and they know that I have weird stories. And they've tried to catch me in the lie, but I have memorized it to a T. Like when I was driving to his house, I had it in my full head because they texted me. They're like, they have questions for you about you, and I'm like, it's done. It's done. Like fucking tribal chief.
Jesus.
Put the fingers up. Yeet. All right. Let's move into our millennial wins and fails of the week, because people at home need to know they're not the only ones failing weekly. We do it too. It's normal, but we also have wins. So don't count those short. Now, Copper, start with you. What was your...
Well, let's see.
Hold on. Time out.
Hold on. Time out. Flag on the play.
What?
Come here. Closer.
To the camera.
There you go. Okay. We're a couple episodes into this podcast. You have failed 2 to 3 times. For the love of God, don't be like my dad and be disappointing.
He means don't be like what I was to my father.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Don't be like me.
Oh, all right. I was going to be like, fuck you, motherfucker.
Sorry. No, for full disclosure.
All right.
You are judged, and the finger is on the button.
Yeah. Don't be Don't be a disappointment.
You are
okay.
fake news.
I'm probably going to do it anyway. So adult wins this week. I'm coming up on the end of my last audiobook before I leave, and the problem is it tears the living shit out of my voice, so that sucked. So coming up on that, this whole downstairs room that I record out of for this podcast, have gotten so much shit put away. I've gotten so much of my stuff put away so that while I'm away, if Mama's doing renovations on the house and all that, and before I leave, a lot of it's packed and all good to go. Fail. I have had one meal a day, oftentimes dinner with the family, because I'm called to that one. So I have not been eating well. And I've worked out maybe twice this week, when normally I'm at the gym every other day, and I'm paying for it. I fucking...
Your fail was that you only went to the gym twice this week. Nick, when was the last
You
time
have a gym in your basement, bro. So
you know
don't
the last
even
time I
start.
picked up one of those weights? It was during the fall when I moved them from the basement to the garage to put away for storage.
Okay, then
Before
why
that,
not?
it was a year prior. I do not. I have not been.
Get
to
back
it.
on your grind, homie.
I am, dude. I am 35 years old. I have sciatic pain. There's no
So-
more going to the gym.
So do
It's
I. Take 12 years of military service and then talk to me about sciaticus. Mine hurts all the damn time, and I still do it in body armor with a 20-inch rifle.
Zaga,
Dry fire.
are you seeing what I'm seeing? The little vein in his
What?
forehead is throbbing.
Oh, it's going. It's going.
I'm self-conscious. Stop it.
It's Harry Potter from Wish.
Oh Lord.
Nick,
Hold on.
he has more.
Larry Smotter? What?
You're a ranger copper.
You're a Ranger Copper. Oh
I'm a
God, Nick,
what?
what was your wins and fails this week?
The win was the fact that this was a little home maintenance, mind you.
Mhm.
So I don't know the proper term for it, but the little thing that pours the water into the back of your toilet, and it has
Yes.
the floater. There we go, the floater.
Yep.
It's supposed to. Well, apparently mine was going out because I woke up the other morning and I don't know how fucking long this had been running, but there was water all over my bathroom floor
Oh no.
because it had gone all the way up and past the level, and it was leaking out of where the handle is because it was over full. So obviously,
Mhm.
have to replace it.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to replace it. This is where this all happened so fast. I installed it pretty fucking fast. The downfall. This was I forgot to shut off the water, so there ended up being more
Oops.
water on the floor because I
Oops.
didn't read the full instructions all the way.
Nice.
So
Okay. In
because I have no
fairness, though,
I have no plumbing. I have no plumbing expertise.
background
So,
knowledge.
yeah. So I kind of just
In
winged it.
fairness, I'd call that also a bit of a win because you actually tried to fix it rather than, oh my God, call a plumber. I don't know what to do. Just call somebody to do it. You actually tried
Nope,
to fix the problem yourself.
Nope. If there's a problem and I look at it, I'm just like, no, can I afford it? Cool. We're gonna call first. We're gonna call and get a quote because if I can afford it, somebody else is gonna do it because I can't.
Well,
I'm not.
You
It's a bad
know
idea.
what my other solution was? Because I sat back and I was trying to figure out like how am I going to fix this? I was like, you know what? I can just go to the bathroom and handle my business, and every time I need to fill up that water, I'll just reach down and I would just turn on the water because I didn't know if I was going to be able to replace the plunger or whatever the floater. I was like, dude, if I can't replace this, I was like, I'll just flush, and then when I need to refill the tank, I'll turn the water tap on, fill up the tank to where I need it to be, and then just turn it off. And I was just gonna.
We're just gonna live with that slight inconvenience.
Yeah,
the rest of
I
your
was
life.
just, yeah, I
I
was just gonna-
mean, that's not the dumbest idea ever. Just saying.
All right. So my win this
Bring it.
week.
bring us home.
Most
My
people
adult
go in the
win-
bathroom on automatic transmission. You would just have a manual transition toilet.
Sure. Well, with me, my adult win was on Thursday. I was extremely productive. I ran all my errands. I picked up the my medicinal needs. Did some grocery shopping, picked up some dog food, did all the shit that was important. And when I came home,
Mhm.
I worked on the podcast for about 10 total hours. In between that, I
Jesus.
went bowling. And I bowled my best series of the whole year. So that's a great adult win that day. Like, I was extremely productive. I was up to like 3:00 in the morning working on the show and just busting my ass. My fail was right before the tariffs hit. I stress ordered $200 worth of items off the TikTok shop.
I'm never gonna financially
Mhm.
recover from this.
Now,
I
so
didn't want to pay the extra.
so-
All the other things are getting more inflated in price.
so hold on. I'm curious because I too have been buying a few things, but I'm buying things for deployment. So I understand doing a little treat yourself 2011. What did you actually buy?
Ooh, we'll
that
go down
you
the,
thought was so importante.
well, I'll tell you. Hold on. I got it right here.
Yeah,
He
yes,
bought
sir.
plaster. He bought plaster for your hands. Top military grade, because military grade plaster for military hands.
What? So it's gonna fall apart the second it gets wet?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you
Oh, yeah.
motherfuckers! You're making it
Stuff
one-time use, so they gotta get more of them, don't you?
Duh.
Exactly.
Sons of
They got to wear
bitches.
away.
You sons of bitches.
I mean, we're just going to make soaps of your hand in all different forms.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you wash your mouth out with it, it still works.
So this is what I ordered. I ordered 2 pairs of those ninja pants because they're trending.
ninja pants.
Yeah, they're like the Japanese pants. They're like joggers, but like parachute pants. But I got a 3-pack of the oversized tees. You ever seen those, like the box tees? I bought a little statue of a ghost giving 2 middle fingers.
Oh.
I ordered 4 shirt and short combos for the summer. I ordered a Elia shirt that says overstimulated.
Mm.
And then I also ordered a carpet freshener thing. I saw it was trending again. And you can put it on your couches and then you just let it sit on there. Then you vacuum it and your couch smells great. For those with dogs, you would understand. And then I ordered a Mac Miller shirt.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, so I got a lot of stuff. I really wanted to buy some fake Yeezys, but they started jacking the prices on those. And I'm, how dare they? It's supposed to be cheap. Knockoffs. If I wanted the real ones, I would have spent $130. Yeah.
So Zaga,
yeah.
I know we've started kind of a new segment going on through the episodes. So I want you to kick it off because I feel like you're the commissioner of it, at least when we're on. And I want you to be my historian. Be my millennial historian.
Yes. Which leads me to this week in millennial history, May 19th of 1999. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace premiered in theaters, marketing the return of the iconic franchise after 16 years. I see the lightsaber. I see it.
Mine are upstairs. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
You're muted. I can't hear you.
I'm muted?
Him.
Me?
Oh, we couldn't hear you there. You said something and your mouth was just moving, but the mic was.
No, he said yeah, but he was away from the mic because he was pointing out the last.
But yes, I feel like that movie got too much hate when it came out, and now it's much more appreciated. There's still some people who don't even include it, and they said watch it, just skip that one and watch episode 2 and 3, which I don't find that right.
No, because then you miss out on Leia and not Leia. Then you miss out on how Padme and Luke met and how like all that shit. Hold on, wait a minute.
Whoa, hold up. No, go. I have all the right now to empty my 401 fucking K and travel to wherever the fuck you are going to be traveling to and put both of my feet into your Ranger tiny ass for the comment that you just fucking made, because it is not Padme meeting Luke. It is, God damn it.
Wait, did I say Luke? Shit, sorry. Anakin meeting Padme. God
you ignorant son of a bitch. You ignorant son of a bitch.
Calm down.
Oh, my blood is hot right now.
Calm down.
You're the kind of person that would say Jar Jar Binks was your favorite character.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Oh Jesus Christ.
When a movie gets banned in an entire country because they're that offended.
What I was about to say before fucking Captain America over here pissed me off.
It doesn't take much, I've learned.
Now with Star Wars. So anyways, just recently I bought my ticket and I went and I watched the 20th anniversary of Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. I watched it in 4DX. And let me tell you, I am now banned from that theater because I came everywhere. I didn't know that you could experience Star Wars in such a fashion. I grew up on episodes 4, 5, and 6, and then I got the prequels in the 90s, and then we'll talk about the rest of the bullshit. But anywho, but so this was the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. There was a lot of promotional items. I didn't buy any because everything's so fucking expensive. But this movie was remastered. It was fit for the screen, and it was perfect. It was
Hmm.
down to the last minute detail. It was perfect. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Revenge of the Sith is right up there with Empire Strike Back. In my opinion, those are the
Okay.
two top Star Wars
Yeah,
movies.
no, I can again.
I could see
when
that.
it came out was
Now, hold on.
was not loved, but now
Now,
is
real
loved.
quick. Now, real quick. Pardon my naivety. 4DX is what?
So 40X is so you've seen IMAX, and so 40X
Yes.
is you get pretty much immersed inside of the movie. And so these
Yeah.
it's like IMAX, but the seats move. There's
The chairs move.
Oh,
they have
that one.
tents.
Okay.
If there's like
Now I know what you're
water,
talking
they'll have
about.
like mist come down on you. They have like fog machines.
Okay.
you were
Now I
in
get
the
you.
movie.
Yeah,
Okay. Now
Yeah.
I get you. Yeah.
it's kind of like when you went to Disney World and
It's
there's soaring
practical
you-
effects in the theater that are
Yes.
synced with what's going on.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I get you. Now I get you.
All right, moving on. May 20th, 2001, a much happier time that year. The final episode of Xena Warrior Princess aired, and concluding the popular fantasy television series. And I love me some Xena Warrior Princess.
It's funny because you look back at it, and it's funny because like it's so weird when we look at things from like 90s and early 2000s. We're like, oh my god, this is corny and campy
So
and like
cringy.
sucks and so cringy. But
So
like back then, we were like, oh, this is
Cinema.
Like even in comparison from Jersey Shore from now, because it's still on the air, to Jersey Shore in 2008. Oh my
huge
god.
difference.
I like my brain
Huge
cells, so I haven't watched it.
There's not
but
many left that are working. So we just
No.
rock with what we know.
I'm trying to save them.
May 23rd, 2004, the series finale of Frasier was broadcast, ending the show's 11-season run. Now, I never watched a single episode
I
of
never
Frasier.
did either.
Only time I got to watch that was when I was at my grandparents' house and my grandma and grandpa watched it.
Yeah, see, like I grew up watching, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Martin.
Yep.
So I grew up in the Bronx, so I watched more shows
Yep.
like that.
That Full House.
I didn't even watch
Family
Friends really
Matters.
until I was in like my teenage years.
Mm.
I never actually sat down and watched Friends. I know
that-
about it, but
My mom is the one to thank for that one. She got me hooked on Friends. And then as I got older, I actually appreciated it.
yeah.
And then May 23rd, 2000, Eminem released the Marshall Mathers LP, which sold over 1.76
shit.
million copies in its first week, becoming the fastest selling hip hop album at the time. And it's been downhill ever since for him on that one. I mean, it's like it's just been up. I mean, it's been like, your debut album. The rest became easy. Every album after that, you were just great.
Oh,
There was nothing else you really had to work towards. I
Oh,
would say, right?
okay. All right, never mind. You're
Like,
saying
you were already
it was a downhill
as the
trip.
top
It was
fucking- as
okay.
the top dog.
Okay. I thought you meant
That's
like
what I mean.
his
Like, it
work
went downhill after that. Hip hop, like there was just no more comparison. There's no more comparing. Like you got like he's the GOAT. It's done. Because then right after that was
right.
what, the Eminem show or the Slim Shady LP. Slim Shady LP first, then
It was
Marshall
the
Mathers
Slim
LP,
Shady. Yeah, it was the Slim Shady LP after that.
then the
I
Eminem
think.
show.
Then the Eminem show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which then that
Excellent.
shit, Scott, because Marshall
Mhm.
Mathers LP had Slim Shady on it, right? The song "I'm Slim Shady," it's on Real Shady.
Yes.
Yeah, because that one, yeah, he blew up at the MTV Movie Awards, and then ever since then he's just been the top guy. But I think that concludes the show. There's no more segments. We're done.
Are you hitting me with a Ferris Bueller right now? What are you still doing here?
What are you still
It's
doing
over.
here?
You're still listening.
Show's over.
But
Go home.
what we did
Go.
learn today, friendships evolve, but as long as we stay true to the people who matter and invite them into our group chats, or we get invited into those group chats, we are seen as a close friend, whether you want it or not.
Yeah, Bo. Filky.
Yeah, somebody's a little bit salty.
I have heard about that. Okay.
Why don't you know what? Here, you have the floor. I want you to talk to him.
You have
No.
the
Tell him how
floor.
you feel.
No.
Tell him how you feel.
Do you think that they watch this show?
Nope, but we're gonna clip it and we're gonna send it to them. Go ahead. Say how you feel. It's a safe place.
Do it. Do it.
I love you all very much. You are some of the most important things to me. Don't worry about them. You are some of the most important things to me, and I love you very much.
Amen. Thank you,
Fuck you
Pastor.
guys.
Thank you, Pastor. We appreciate that.
Pastor, do not be calling me a pastor. I'm gonna tell you that. You know what? Friendship boundaries, that's a boundary. Do not fucking call me pastor or Father Copper or none of that shit. Hell no.
Fine. Altar Boy Hill.
Also no. Papa Copper, sure. Daddy Copper, sure. Uncle Copper, sure. Bro, sure. But Father Pastors, anything like that? Hell no.
I would pay such good. I am so making an AI priest of you. There's no way I don't. It's gonna take me 3 seconds once we end this
That
video.
is gonna be a weird ass church. I tell you right now. I'm very much a spiritualist. Like
I can tell the AI to put whatever I want in the background, so be careful what you ask for.
can
With
you
that
make
being
me as
said,
like a
folks,
cult leader just to see what that would look like?
You already are.
You already are.
No, like a religious cult leader. I'm just
Well, you
curious.
are.
You know what? Hold on. Far Cry 5.
I have to phone
right.
Ellie in. She
Far
knows how to
Cry.
run a cult.
Far Cry. Emotional damage. Far Cry 5, right? Joseph Seed, that guy. Make me as him. I just want to see what happens.
You don't get
We'll
to
see.
ask what you want to be. You get what you get, and you don't throw a
Oh,
fit.
actually, yes, I do. Because
All right,
that's
well,
how we'll
just
help
say
you.
goodbye. We gotta end the show.
Jesus. Goodbye.
Any of
y'all.
you.
Love you. Y'all be good. And since this might be one of the last times I see y'all before timeline wise, I'm shipped off overseas. Y'all be safe. Y'all be good. I see you when I get back. And I love you dearly. I fucking hate both of you so much.
If there's any way that I can put that into your phone somehow, I'm going to.
Oh, well, that sound effect?
Yes, like that.
I was actually going to ask if you can send me that so that every time you text me or call me, that's what fucking plays.
Nick, say goodbye to the people.
Goodbye to the people. No, in all fairness, always remember it doesn't matter if there's a long distance, if you guys haven't talked in many a year or anything like that. Your tribe is always going to fit in with your vibe, and they're going to understand. So, on that note, I'm Nick. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's episode. I love y'all.
Yes, and invite people to the group chat, join the group chat, bitch about the group chat, but more importantly, join our group chat on Discord, Adulthood Pending. Until next week, peace.
Goodbye.